And we're live.
Yay!
Hi, everyone.
Hi, everyone. I need to pull the chat up on my phone.
Yeah, it takes a little bit in order for me to see it on my end. It's not even showing me that anybody's in here or anything yet. So,
Oh, it shows that we're live on my phone. So,
yeah, it takes just a couple of minutes. So, hi to anybody that's going to be coming in. I don't see you yet, but I know you're out there. I'm just kidding.
oh, Bob says he's live. We're live on his phone.
Who says that?
My husband, Bob.
Oh, okay.
Just open the door.
Hi, Bob. There we go. I see that there's 4 people watching.
Wonderful.
Yeah, we'll just give people a couple of minutes to start rolling in because it takes a while sometimes for people to start getting their notifications and stuff.
I haven't got a notification bell in I don't know how long.
Really?
It never tells me who's on. Oh, I'm getting the comments on the right-hand side of the screen.
Yeah, I see. Are you getting it on this or are you getting it on
Yeah,
your
I'm getting it on my computer right on our screen.
Maybe it's because you have an actual StreamYard account.
Oh, maybe.
And maybe that was the difference.
Yeah.
So, hi, Sonia and Jen. Nice to see you guys.
Hello. I need a new tagline. You girls got to help me with a new tagline.
Hi, Denise.
I'm always saying, hello, friends.
Hello, friends. Hey, I love that. Yeah. I think that's wonderful.
Hello.
Hi, Trish. How is everyone doing today? Hopefully really good.
Hopefully everybody's warm. It's like 20 degrees out there today.
Yeah, it's friggin' cold, that's for sure.
Yeah. You guys didn't get a ton of snow, Rachele?
No, actually we didn't. We got a little bit. We had a lot of rain.
Oh, you did, yeah.
Yeah, so we still got little bit of ice patches and stuff, but nothing too bad. And most of it's gone.
Oh, good.
So I'm going to do this really quick. I'm going to add some moderators just to be on the safe side, guys.
We need some wrenches to kick butt.
Exactly. There we go. Hi, Emma. All right. So we got 6 people watching. Are you ready to get started?
I am.
All right. Hopefully Sully behaves himself. Here's hoping, right?
Right.
All right. So your channel name and why you named it that.
Well, my magical name is Kindra.
Oh.
So I wanted it to reflect that. And I got that. Actually, Lori Cabot gave that to me. Kindra, she said I was a kindred spirit. So Lady Kindra was my Wiccan name. And I dropped the lady after I became non-Wiccan.
Oh.
So, that's fine.
Something else I'm going to do, guys, and this is really, really new. Hi, Marge. I am going to minus myself out, and I forgot to do the first question. Hopefully I'll remember to do more of them, but I'm going to minus myself out so that we can put the spotlight on our girl, Debbie, okay? All right, so the second question is, and I love that, by the way, kindred. That's awesome. It was confusing, though, because I was like, I don't know if I should call her Kindra or should I call her Debbie? You know?
Either I answer to whatever. Most of the kids in town that I drove on the bus call me Mom. So every time I hear a mom, I turn around, whether it's mine or not.
Yeah. All right. So the next question is, how long have you been on YouTube?
Okay. I had to look this up because I couldn't remember. My first channel, Life at the Farm, which it isn't that anymore, I joined in 2009. So that's quite a while ago. And then Kindle Spiritual Journey has been open since 2015. So the other channel, I did farm stuff, gardening. Duncan was homeschooled then too, so we did like an herb walk and things like that every week, and showed that. In fact, with this new COPPA stuff, I think I got to take those down. I'm not sure. But yeah, so a long time.
On time.
Yeah.
Awesome. So, what is the direction that you envision for your channel?
I would like to get more subs, just more people to share with and gain knowledge from. I like to share a whole host of things. I try not to do too many tags, but they're so fun. I can't, it's hard to not do all of them. I just did Trisha's tag this morning and put it up. So that was a good one. Yeah, I think that's it. I mean, I'm not looking to be a PewDiePie of witches, but
Well, why not?
I know, right? Yeah, I don't have time for that.
Yeah, you're funny. So, how would you label your spiritual path?
I am an eclectic witch. I think of deity more as like the archetypical energies and not like people sitting up there judging or helping or not helping. It's more of working with the energies and things like that. So I tend to lean toward the Celtic path. I work a lot with Caradwin and Carnunos and Bridget or Brigid, depending on how you want to pronounce it. But yeah, pretty much I pull from whatever feels good to me. So yeah, that's it. Eclectic.
Okay. And you know what? This is a little bit off of the script that we have here, or the questions that we have, but we talked about it previous. Are you solitary or are you in a coven?
I am in a coven now. I was solitary for about 6 years. The coven that I was in is Keepers of the Sacred Cauldron, and they're based out of Milton, New Hampshire, which is where I used to live. And so that's like the coven stead. And then I have collaborated with the high priestess of that tradition to bring it onto the internet. Just because a lot of us older members have health issues now. So we can't get out, it's 45 minutes to an hour away to get over there. And as pagans, we do everything at night. And by nighttime, I'm kind of dead. My legs don't work as well. So I'm on a walker and things like that. So I figured this way, everybody can come together no matter where in the country we are. And no matter what the limitations that we have health-wise, physically. So, yeah, that's it.
Perfect. Perfect. And is this a coven that you guys want to grow? Is it something that you want to let other witches know about, or?
Yeah, it is invitation only at this point, but eventually I would love to grow it. Right now, we do an invitation only just because I want to make sure I can handle all the extra. There's a lot of behind the scenes stuff that goes with running a coven that nobody knows about, so and then you throw the techie stuff into it too, and I'm not very technical. I'm learning a lot every day. But yeah, eventually I'd love it to be big, That would be awesome.
You're just being really modest because, oh, listen, guys, I'm in the coven, okay? And she's just like kicking ass, all right? She's done newsletters and she's contacting people. She's done lives already. You're just
Oh,
rocking it, girlfriend. You
isn't
are
that
awesome.
wonderful?
I
No,
love
I'm
it.
blushing.
Busted. You're blushing. All right. So the next question. Do you use divination? And if so, what types do you use?
I usually use tarot. That's my go-to. But on like certain Sabbaths, especially Samhain, I'll get out my black mirror, my pendulum, um, a lot of my meditation. I receive messages in, and let's see, charm casting. I love divination as like a hobby type of deal, so I investigate quite a few of them runes. I'm going to be diving more into runes this year, I think. I haven't done a lot with the Elder Fulstock, however you pronounce that. So I'd like to dive into that a little more. That would be good. But yeah, I love divination.
Very cool. I want to learn more about the runes as well. And yeah, I believe it is full dark.
Yeah,
I think so.
Fulstock. Yeah.
Charm casting, that's pretty cool.
I know. Yeah, I'm still collecting some of my charms. It's like little bits and baubles that you run across. So, who's the one that? Oh, a Hexen from Bone Whispers Hex. He does a lot of charm casting.
Yeah,
He's the one that taught me about it. So
that's pretty
he's
cool.
really good at it.
Um, so Emma asks, wait, what? You are in a coven? I thought you were solitary, Rachele. This is completely brand new, honey. I mean, seriously, this has been what, a week and a half, 2 weeks, maybe,
Yeah,
if that?
yeah, maybe 2 weeks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so it's completely brand new. And you got to remember, when I'm making my videos, I might have made something that I released today that I made 2 weeks ago. So, you know,
Yeah.
all right. So the next question is, do you have a website?
I don't. I had an Etsy, but I couldn't figure out how to do it. And then, of course, I have Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. What else do I have? I have a Reddit, but that's it. No website.
Okay. I didn't know if you sold like things that you make, which the journals,
Uh,
right?
I do, yeah. Usually through Facebook or just people will message me and say, "Hey, can you make me, a unicorn journal or a fairy journal or
All
a
right, we'll be
theme."
expecting my message. I'm just kidding. You will, I will though. I do want one.
Okay.
I love your work. It's
Oh,
beautiful.
thank you. Keeps me out of trouble.
Yeah. Busy hands, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, let me see if anybody else has come in that I am missing. Um, I think it said hi to pretty much everybody, I think. Hi, Brooke. Who else do we have here?
Hello, everybody.
Okay, I think I got everyone else. Marge, I said hi to Marge.
I think my husband's watching, but he hasn't said anything yet.
Is he lurking?
I think so. I think he's in the shadows.
That's okay. All right. So the next question is, what are your tarot birth cards? Do you know what your tarot birth cards are?
Yes. I am the Empress. And so I don't know what other ones. It's multiples of 3 then, right?
No. If you got the Empress, you probably also got 12. What is 12? God, I got to pull one out in order to see, right?
I don't know. I World.
Always forget the lineup. 12 is the Hanged Man.
Oh, that's me.
The Hanged Man. That's not a bad thing. It really is not a bad thing.
Yeah. I'm not self-confident though. That is one thing I'm working on this winter when I hibernate and do my shadow work is, I don't know why I'm not self-confident either. Because I've done a lot of great things well, not worldly great, but great for me.
Right.
I got my EMT. I was a nurse. I birthed 4 children, and I can do pretty much anything I put my mind to. So I don't know why I'm not self-confident, but yeah, it's, that embodies me, the hanged man. Yeah.
So you think like you do like a lot of self-sacrifice for like spiritual growth and stuff?
Yes.
Yeah.
Self-sacrifice for family too.
Well, and Empress.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I portray that too. And one of the later questions too, you'll see.
Okay.
I'm very, very watery, lovey, mothery.
Oh, okay. So
I'm
your
a
life path number then, that would be the 3, correct?
Yep,
Okay.
absolutely.
Which I believe is also a very spiritual life path number, isn't it? I think
Yeah,
so.
yeah, yeah. There's a lot of reverends and popes and things with 3.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. Denise says that there are 3 tarot birth cards, but usually it's only 2. And
Oh, okay.
someone that's watched said that they had 3. Is it you that has 3, Denise? I think that's pretty wild. Yeah.
I know it. Yeah.
It is, I think, more of a rare thing. Just means you're just friggin' awesome. Okay. So what is your sun sign?
My sun sign is Cancer.
Oh, so that's where the watery stuff comes in.
Mhm. Oh yeah, all the water. Yeah, I'm definitely water. And then my moon is in Pisces. So I'm not sure what that means because I'm not, astrology is too much like math to me. I can't do it.
Your intuition has got to be really, really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, to a fault though. Intuition and I'm empathic. So
Yeah.
I have a lot of trouble with shielding sometimes. If I go out to the grocery store at 7 o'clock in the morning on a Sunday when everybody else is in church, type of deal. I don't do stores a lot. Or if I
So
do, it's in and out.
with saying that, do you protect yourself with sometimes like crystals or
I do. I usually carry a hematite with me. It kind of grounds me and centers me for all that kind of bombardment. Vision myself having like a mirrored egg around me or whatever I'm protecting. So it kind of reflects back out the things that I don't want in.
I do that.
You
You have to protect yourself.
You
Yeah.
do. Yeah. Yeah. It just wears me out at the end of the day if I don't do that. I'm so
Yes.
exhausted. Yeah.
That's a good practice with the mirrors though. I actually read one of Sylvia Brown's books years and years ago, and that's one of the methods that she said is about putting mirrors facing out, like a shield
Right.
of mirrors facing out, so that whatever is coming energy wise, it bounces off and goes back to the sender, so to
Yeah.
speak.
Yeah. It's really effective most times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, what is your current favorite tarot card?
I guess the hermit. Part of me is a hermit. So I like my quiet time. I love to be out with people on a one-to-one basis, not in large groups, like I said, but I definitely love talking with people and being with them and sharing. But I also like my quiet time too. Um, Maybe Bob will chime in the chat. He's been home all week. There hasn't been a ton of work. So I'm lacking that alone time that I usually have. So I'm getting bitchy.
Yeah, I think
It's like,
most of us can probably relate to that.
yeah. It's like, I'm going to go in and crochet in the bedroom for a while. Poor guy.
And the thing is, God bless anybody that can work with their mate and then come home with their mate.
Oh my gosh, no. I don't think so.
My husband's
I'm
getting ready
married
to go on vacation soon, and I'm just like, oh my God. I mean, I love him, but you get so used to having a little bit of time for yourself every day.
I know, yeah. Especially since I stopped working.
Yeah.
I'm home with the dogs all the time. So it's pretty quiet unless the barking starts.
Hi, Lady Night. So, let's see.
Hi, girl.
It takes practice and sometimes a magical boost. Oh, with the shielding? Yeah.
Mm.
I think we find a lot of us have problems with picking up extra energies.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. And the next question is, what is your current favorite deck?
I love anything by Sierra Marchetti. Right now, my favorite deck is the Vice Versa Tarot. I love that deck. I don't do reversals, but if you get the back of the card, it shows the scene from the back. If it's somebody in the throne, then you're seeing what's behind the throne and, what's sitting behind them and stuff like that. And it's kind of the shadow aspect of that card. So I love that. And when you shuffle, you kind of mix them this way and shuffle, so kind of you getting all sides of it. So I think that's my favorite. It's the most versatile.
I don't have that one. I've seen it. It is friggin' awesome. I love
Yeah,
that.
it's awesome. Yeah. There's another one like that, and I can't remember the name of it. Simon did a walkthrough of it on his channel, though.
Oh.
I can't remember the name of it. Do you guys know what the name of it is? It's like images on both sides.
Yeah, I prefer to be a hermit too, guys. Seriously. I mean, really. It's like you have to talk yourself into just going to the damn grocery store because you have to deal with so many different people that are out and about, or they're in a rush or whatever. It's just, yeah. Hi, White.
Especially this time of year, everybody, like a lot of people are negative in the stores. It's all I'm getting. I don't know whether they're in a hurry getting their Christmas stuff or what it is, but it's like, oh, get me out of here. It's palpable. People are so negative and grumpy and
Yeah, the holidays definitely brings out the just the rushed and stress and anxiety, trying to find something that they maybe can't find and fighting through other people. Yeah, it's like traffic,
Right. Yeah. I know. I'm looking forward to Yule. Last year we stopped doing presents. We don't do any presents. The 15-year-old gets presents. One thing from each of us. It could be, a game or, for the PS4 or a gift card or whatever. But that's the only presents that we buy. We all go to the dollar store and get 5 random presents. Or it doesn't have to be the dollar store, but very cheap. And then we wrap them all so nobody knows what they are. And then we play games all day with hors d'oeuvres, picky foods. And whoever wins that round gets to go pick a present. And it's so much nicer. There's no stress. And you don't have to worry about the credit cards going up. And
Yeah. That sounds wonderful, actually. That sounds really good. I mean, we've had to go a lot lighter this year just because of finances, but we're still buying stuff. But the consumerism, right?
Expensive.
Yeah.
Especially here in the Northeast, it's horrible. It's almost as bad as California out here. It's just crazy.
My goodness. So, what decks are you currently working with?
The Vice Versa.
Okay.
Yeah, and there's one that has Josephine Wall's artwork in it for an oracle deck. Oh no, I can't remember the name of it. Something Mystical Musings, maybe.
Okay.
I don't know. I love her artwork, but I cannot connect with the deck at all. I don't know what it is. I thought I'd love it, but I have to look with the book. I'm not getting anything intuitively from that.
Is it Mystical Wisdom?
Yes, maybe that's it. Yeah, yeah.
Well, if I can reach it without knocking other stuff down.
But yeah, I'm trying to get used to the deck by pulling a card a day. Yes, that's it. Yeah. And
This
it's
is so
gorgeous.
beautiful.
It is. I love her art. Yep.
So, would you consider yourself a collector of tarot decks? And if so, how many do you have?
Not really. If I know I'm not going to use it, I don't buy it. Even though if I love the artwork, I have 11 tarot decks and 4 oracle decks, and that's it. Everything else I've gifted away, or if I have a deck come in that doesn't resonate, then I'll mail it to a friend and let them try it. I'm not a collector of much.
Yeah.
I like a lot of stuff around me. It clutters my brain. So
Yeah, I get it. I'm not to the point where I'm done collecting yet. I'm not quite there yet. So the next question is, do you currently have a favorite book or artist? Sorry, let me turn it down.
that's you.
That's me.
Um, so I'm currently reading Waking the Witch by Pam Grossman. I had to write this stuff down because I would never have remembered the authors. But I like the books by Caitlin Jody. I did a video, the Morbid Car blog. I love her books, and she's actually writing a 4th one now, which she hasn't spilled the title yet, but I'm looking forward to that. And then I loved the Raven King series by Maggie Stiefvater. And my favorite artists are the Josephine Wall. Anything by Josephine Wall is gorgeous. And Jenna Della Brotaglia. There we go. I love her stuff too. So she does a lot of decks by Colette Baron Reed.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, that's her artist. So I love her stuff too.
Yeah, so we have Trish that's saying, give me more and more LOL Tarot and Oracle. Yeah. And Lady Knight's like, I still have some room for more decks. Yeah, I'll make room. Let's put it that way. I'll make room.
We'll just pack them all in here.
Exactly. Do you have a current TV series that you are enjoying right now? Or several?
I'm watching The Zoo. I don't know if anybody's heard of it, but it's about the animals, how badly we've treated animals over, however thousands of years. There's like a change in their DNA or something, and they start fighting back. They get intelligent and work together, and it's really awesome. I think it's on Netflix, but that's the show I'm watching now. And
What did you say it was called? The Zoo?
The Zoo.
Okay.
Yeah, or just Zoo. I can't remember whether it's the Zoo or Zoo. But it's a really good series. It brings kind of, I'm a science nerd, so kind of brings all the DNA stuff into it, and viruses and how they work, and it's pretty cool.
Is that a newer one, or is that one that's been a few years now?
Oh, I don't know.
Did you say they're starting to attack humans?
Yes. Yeah, they're fighting back.
Okay, I think I know which one you're talking about. It was a son that was just taking over some of his father's research, wasn't it? Okay. Yes, I know which one you're talking about.
That's awesome. I love that show.
I watched maybe like 5 episodes, maybe, I think. I'll
Yeah.
have to go back to that because I forgot about that one.
Mhm. And I'm also watching American Horror Story. I just started that. I didn't even know about it. It's weird.
You just started from the very beginning?
Yeah. So
Are you still
now
on the
I'm on
first
the
season?
second season. So all the characters have changed. So it's kind of taken me a couple episodes to get my mind around who's who now again.
Yeah.
But I love it. That's good.
Yeah, that's a good one. You'll enjoy it. You've got
Yeah.
lots to go now. And
Good.
it just gets crazier and crazier and
Oh,
crazier.
see? Yeah, I'm a binge watcher. If I'm having a bad body day, I go and take my meds and plop down on the couch with a bag of chips and a cup of tea.
Absolutely. So, do you have a favorite witch movie or series?
I love the old Charmed. I think my favorite movie is Practical Magic. I love anything with Sandra Bullock in it. And The Witches of Eastwick, which is kind of a blast from the past. But it's kind of special to my heart only because when I was 16, they filmed Cher's store where she sold her statues or puppets or whatever they were. They filmed that in Situate, Mass, where I was raised. So the cast and crew ate on my best friend's grandmother's lawn across the street. And so we were all invited to eat lunch with everybody. So that was really cool. I got to meet, quite a few of them. I didn't get to meet Cher. She was in a trailer, but the other ones I met. So that was really neat. That's one of my favorites.
Wow.
I know. Yeah. There's a lot of famous people that come around Situate, though. C. Thomas Howell. Do you remember him from the 80s? He moored a boat.
Outsiders. Pony Boy.
Yes. Yep. Ponyboy Curtis. Yep. He moored his boat in Situate Harbor. So I was at the clam shack with him one day. So that was pretty cool, too.
That's really cool. So
of
were
course,
the people that you met like what? Susan Sarandon and
Jack Nicholson.
Michelle Pfeiffer?
Oh, no, she wasn't there either. No, so it was Jack Nicholson and Susan Sarandon. And then the crew. And so she must have been in a trailer too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I wanted to meet Cher, but at 16 I didn't want to ask. So
right.
starstruck.
So how was
That was my dream.
Jack Nicholson? Was he really, really nice?
He's nice, yeah. Of course, he likes the kids, and he seemed very down to earth. He just kind of said hi, grabbed his food, and went wherever. But he seemed nice. I mean, he said hi. He didn't have to.
That's right. Exactly.
He was famous at that point,
So Marge asks, how do you spell this place? What, Massachusetts?
Oh, Situate. So, I gotta write it down. I can't spell off the top of my head. Situate. And the name of the store was the Quarter Deck. It's a little blue store. It's still standing. So you can go and see the outside of it anyway. I don't know if they have a website or not, but yeah, that was pretty cool. Yeah. So even now they have all sorts of like boat stuff in there.
Oh,
like cool. Touristy stuff.
So it's very much like a seaside place.
Yeah. Yep, it's right by the fishing boats. You walk out the door and there's all sorts of fishing boats moored right there.
That sounds really cool. Do you guys have a lot of like seagulls and stuff around there?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Tons.
So, do you have a favorite season?
Autumn. That's my favorite. After the heat of summer, New Hampshire gets real hot and humid, more humid than hot, but the heat kind of makes my pain level go up, and I'm not very active in the summer. So
Yeah.
spring and fall is my really active times where I can get out and go hiking, or take the dogs for a walk and that kind of thing.
Yeah. So do you feel a stronger connection with a certain element?
Oh, water. I'm definitely 90% water.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm very huggy, kissy. I love everybody.
Oh.
I want to fix everybody's problems, that kind of person. One of those obnoxious people you want to smack.
Nuh-uh, no way.
It's like, don't hug me.
I'm a hugger. I go in for the
Are you?
hugs
Yeah.
too. Yeah. Yep. So do you have any daily rituals that you do?
I like to do a 3-card pull in the morning. Sometimes I don't get to it, depending on, the events of the day. So I'll steal either Pat's, uh, what's Pat's channel name? Pat Anderson, maybe? Oh no, I can't remember. If I find it, I'll link it. And Stephen from Sound of an Ocean Wave does a daily pull that I listen to also. So that I'll kind of steal theirs if I don't have time to do my own. But yeah, that's it. Tarot pulls.
Okay. Do you prefer coffee or tea?
Oh, coffee, about a half a pot in the morning, and then I'll switch to tea for the rest of the day.
Do you have a certain tea that you drink?
All sorts. Usually just the ones you find in the store in the bags.
Yeah.
Unless I'm blending something for a spell or something, then I'll do a loose leaf tea. But usually it's just like Constant Comment, Earl Grey, any of the Twinings brand. Twinings, I don't know how to pronounce it.
I'm not sure either.
And then Bigelow. I do a lot of Bigelow mix packs and stuff like that. Nothing fancy.
So Marge said she thinks it's Pat's Daily Tarot and more. Does that sound about right?
Oh, yes. Thank you, Marge. You're awesome. She is awesome.
So, do you have a special skill or hobby that you would like to discuss with us?
I like to crochet. I'm currently making a sweater for Mama Lil, Lillian sample. Lillian of the Forest, I think is her YouTube name. And I junk journal. I'm doing a couple of junk journal orders. That's about it. I mean, I like to make jewelry. I like to wood burn. I tried wood burning the other day and came out pretty good. I'll stick a picture of it in my Facebook for later. I got to practice a lot, though. It's not as easy as the YouTube videos make it look. So I got to practice on that one. But yeah, any crafty, anything. I love designing and decorating.
You're very good at it.
Oh, thank you.
Very good. What kind of stuff, other stuff, have you like crocheted like tarot bags and stuff?
Oh, yeah. I have tarot bags up the wazoo.
Up the wazoo, okay.
That hat, for some reason, I don't know. I could have the whole world, I think, with the amount of hats I have. I have a whole big
cool.
thin hat. I don't have to think about it. I can just watch TV and crochet, not follow a pattern that way.
Yeah. So, yeah, and the wood burning. I think it's easier if you have the right kind of tip, because certain tips, and depending on how hot it is, because the first one that I did,
yeah,
which I don't have tons of experience. I mean, I'm brand new to it, but I did find that when it was hotter, it burnt down in quicker. So depending on the kind of tip that you have, it like will get stuck. You know what I mean?
That's what happened with the pointy one.
Yeah.
It kept getting stuck in a hole.
Live and learn, right?
I know.
Oh, what is your favorite holiday or Sabbath?
Samhain is my favorite. Yeah, we don't do a ton of decorating and stuff, just because the kids are older. But I'll decorate inside the house, and then yeah, of course my altar and stuff's all done up. But that's about it. But yeah, Samhain.
Awesome.
Mhm.
And has your reading style changed over time? Well, I don't even think I asked you. How long have you been reading cards?
Oh, I think I got my first tarot deck back in the mid '90s. The very first one I got was the Witch's Tarot. It's the old one though. It has just a black back with a pentacle on it. I think there's a Witch's Tarot now by somebody Dukin. Um, so yeah, I don't even know how long is that. A long time. But I read intuitively for years and years and years until I found this YouTube community. And now I'm trying to pull in the actual meanings of the cards, the assigned meanings, and learn more about the numerology and symbology in each of the cards. I've gone back to kind of Rider-Waite-Smith for my study, and then I'll pull in my other decks to kind of compare and contrast.
Awesome. So, do you remember your dreams? And do you have a dream journal?
I do have a dream journal. I don't usually remember them unless it's something I need to remember or something that's going to happen. Then I'll remember them. And
Okay.
I'm not sure why. I used to remember my dreams, but I'm on so many meds now that I don't know if that affects it. Like I'm on Cymbalta and stuff like that for pain. So
Um,
yeah,
so maybe it does something to the brain chemistry or
yeah,
something?
I think so. I think so. It's a depression med, but it also does pain, nerve pain.
I gotcha.
Yeah, it helps with my fibromyalgia. Between that and my I use medical cannabis at night, cannabis oil. So if I get real emoji in the chat, I'm probably high as hell.
I love it. Now I know.
Yeah, I tend to get really lovey when I'm high.
She's going in for the hug, guys.
Must be on her meds again.
I love that. I love that. I have found for me, I remember my dreams best. Like if I have to get up in the middle of the night in order to go to the bathroom. And then, so like it's maybe 5 o'clock in the morning. If it's right then, I'll remember it. Or
Wow.
if I go back to sleep and sleep for like an hour, then I remember it. Maybe because I didn't sleep for that long. I don't know. It's weird.
Maybe you're not sleeping as deep or something.
Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
So, is there a time period that you feel drawn to?
Oh yes. Have you guys watched the show Downton Abbey? Oh my
Love
gosh.
Downton Abbey.
Oh yeah. That when they first started, before I think towards the end of the episodes that I watched, they're more into like the flapper era. But when they were doing the big hats and the corsets and the beautiful dresses and horse-drawn carriage and
Victorian
that's
era, I think.
yeah, yep, yeah, definitely that era.
I love that show.
It's awesome. I know, and they're making a movie. That's what my daughter told me. She loves that show too.
Good. I'm looking forward to that. Hi,
Yeah.
Vicky.
Hopefully they'll keep the same cast and crew. I'm not sure if they are or not. I don't know. I
I
used to
love the
have an
grandmother.
oh, I
The
know.
dowager, or is that
Yeah,
what her title is? Dowager?
I think so. Yeah. You got a puppy be misbehaving?
Yes.
I know about that. We got 6 misbehaving dogs. Oh my God.
I had to just holler, so I took myself off of screen in order to holler at him so that I didn't holler at everybody. So
Well,
he
see,
likes to get
you're
into
more
stuff.
classy than I am. I would have just blurted it right out.
Hey, I'm learning, right? I'm learning. I usually do. Oh, I do love him, but my goodness.
There's so much work. Oh my gosh. I have
Mhm.
to clean every single day from
I
them.
can't imagine with 6.
It's crazy. It's like
Yes,
tattoos. I
yes,
collect.
from the Harry Potter movies.
What is it?
The Dowager lady, she's from the Harry Potter movies. She's
Yeah.
Professor
Um,
McGonagall? No. Is that it? Professor McGonagall?
no. Oh, maybe.
I
Do you
think
guys
so.
know I'm not up on my Harry Potter? I've watched the movies, but that's it. I never read the books. I should read the books, huh? The books are probably better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The books were really good. But and I mean I went through them really friggin' fast. I started reading them for my kids when they were little, and they both just kind of said, "Nah, I don't want to hear it anymore." And I was hooked already at that point.
Oh,
I'm like,
geez.
"Then just get out of here,"
I know,
of
right?
course.
Yeah, I really need to read those. I just
They're
did a thing
really
for
good. The last one.
Shauna Nana's son Austin. He was doing a tag with Harry Potter questions. So,
He is a little cutie patootie.
gosh, I love him.
Mhm.
Bob won't let me adopt him. I don't think Shauna and Kat would either, but I could
Yeah.
try.
Yeah. So were you raised in the path or did you veer off from your family?
No, both of my dad was not religious at all. He was Roman Catholic or raised Roman Catholic, but then he kind of just, it's whatever. And then my mom and stepdad were both Episcopal ministers. So I was the kid that had to get up on my only day off, Sunday morning, and go and sit in a church that had all these judgmental people from school. We weren't as rich as most of the people in Situate. So, I didn't have the pretty dresses, and I was always very clean and looked nice, but I didn't have the brand name stuff, you know, that they had. So the quicker I could leave that, the better. Um, about the age of 14, I left the church. Mom started letting me not go on Sunday morning. So, and that's when I met Lori Cabot. I had gone to a store in Hanover, Mass. It was like a metaphysical store with crystals and stuff for yoga and things like that. And they had classes, and she was there. And that's when I first met her, was through there. She was setting up her class, and she had the big, black hair with a big white stripe, and she looked very witchy. So I was kind of starstruck. And I started taking her classes. And eventually, I worked with the coven down there in Salem for about 6 months. But then I couldn't afford it. So I had to leave that. That was my Wiccan days. But that's how I started on the path.
That is amazing.
Yeah. And
And
then when
the
I moved
judgment.
here to New Hampshire, I studied with Lady Sabrina. She ran a church in Nashua. Our Lady of Enchantment was the name of the church. And I worked with her for about a year. And then she moved to California. I heard she's back in New Hampshire now, but yeah, and then just various, people along the way. That's my journey into witchcraft.
That's amazing, honey. And the judgment about not having the
Oh, it was ridiculous. My mother would not buy me Nike sneakers because they were $30. And I was such a loser because I didn't have the Nike sneakers. You know what I mean? I hated school. uh,
I felt the same thing. I
yeah,
mean,
I think a lot of us do, especially middle schoolers, are nasty.
yeah, yeah, exactly. So, do you feel supported by your family spiritually now?
I do, yeah, especially my immediate family, my husband and my kids. Um, I have no witches, but they'll always come ask me to smudge or do a reading for them. Or my son reads tarot cards. One of my sons, my 22-year-old, does the reading of the cards. My 26-year-old has Odin tattoos. He's doing a sleeve with the tree of life and the two ravens or crows, and then he has the runes coming down with the Ouroboros dragon and stuff. So, and my daughter's in the process of buying a house in Maine, and she asked me. She said that house is going to need some major smudging now. So, and then my mom and stepdad are still Christian, so um, we agree to disagree. If they ask, I answer, and if they don't, I don't offer. So.
Yeah, that sounds pretty good though.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's taken a long time. She didn't understand, but the more she knows, I'm not some wackadoo, you know, and that
Hmm.
it's not going to hurt anybody. It's just basically a nature-based religion, and so I think she's okay with it.
I think that's the thing that always kind of surprises me a little bit. When somebody does come out of the closet with somebody that they've known for all their life, why all of a sudden would you think that that person's any different?
I know, yeah. It
You
doesn't
know, I don't get that.
no.
So the next question is, if you could have a deep conversation with anyone during any time in history, what would it be or who would it be and why? And I'll be right back. You answer that, sweetie.
Okay. I think either Einstein or Hawking. Um, I love science, especially anything to do with space and quantum theory and like multi-universe theory and all of that kind of thing. I nerd out on that. I watch a space news every morning. It's called Suspicious Observers, and they kind of watch what the sun's doing. They're testing out theories on how the solar uptick, they'll call it, when the solar winds start getting going, or there's a coronal mass ejection type of thing, how it affects the earth. And they're trying to link it towards like earthquake prediction. So that would be amazing. Um, it usually correlates with an active sun, and then there'll be a fairly good sized earthquake somewhere. So that's pretty cool. So those two I would love to sit and have a conversation with. Yeah.
Can you just say their names really quick? Because I had to go shut the door that my daughter left open because Sully was getting into stuff in her room.
Oh, Albert Einstein or Stephen Hawking.
Perfect.
Yeah,
And absolutely, that would be friggin' awesome.
that would be awesome. Yeah.
So, if you could go to any event in history, what would it be and why?
I would go to the signing of the Declaration of Independence. My grandfather signed it. A member of the Daughters of the American Revolution, and through William McKean, which was one of my grandfathers. And then Thomas McKean signed the Declaration of Independence. He's way down the bottom. It says THO McKean. And I would love to go to that because I think our country is so far from what they originally intended. It's a mess. And I shouldn't probably say this as an American, but I would move in a heartbeat. And the only reason I don't is because my husband wouldn't go with me. So he loves America, which is good. I mean, I love it too, but I think we need to get back to where it was. I mean, it's just really crazy right now.
Yeah.
So I would love to sign that with him.
That would be friggin' awesome.
That would be good.
I had a ancestor that was, I don't know if he signed, I don't know that, but he actually was around at that time. I guess he was friends with George Washington and all them. He actually did the eulogy for George Washington at his funeral.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, but he did some sort of speech during that period of time that kind of swayed things a different way, I guess. I don't know.
Oh, that's awesome.
So, Fisher Ames. So, all right. I love that answer. So, 31. That's the last question that we have.
That's quite good.
What do you wish to gain from your YouTube channel going forward?
I think just meeting more pagans, more witches, more people that love tarot, and sharing and, gaining knowledge and sharing the stuff that I know. Yeah.
Right on. I love that. So, do you mind if I open this up now for other people to ask you questions?
Oh, sure. Go ahead.
All right, guys. Let her have it.
Oh, no.
I'm just playing, but does anyone have any questions? And it takes,
Oh,
a
yeah.
second or two.
Oh, bye on the cusp tarot. You need lunch. I can't remember names either, guys. I'm really bad with names. I was actually thinking of changing my channel name to Debbie's Spiritual Journey just so everybody could remember my name without stressing, but I haven't yet. So if I don't know your name, it's not that I don't love you.
Exactly.
It's on the bus. If I have to speak to you more than 3 times, then I'll remember your name. If you behave yourself, I'm never going to remember.
That's right. And there's the boy. So Marge asks, when I get to Massachusetts one day, can I meet you in person, Debbie?
Oh, Marge, I would love that. I currently live in Pittsfield, New Hampshire. We moved up here in the late 90s, I think it was. But yeah, I mean, it's only an hour and a half drive down there. So absolutely, I would absolutely meet you. Or you could come up here to New Hampshire and see our beautiful mountains. Either way.
I love how you say New Hampshire.
New Hampshire.
I love it.
That's my Yankee talking. It's wicked cool.
So Vicky Lilypad asks, do you teach witchcraft now besides YouTube?
I haven't done any mentoring for a very long time. I'm teaching through the coven though. I don't know if that counts. But no, I don't do I know Avalon does like a Patreon where she has a coven and stuff. But mine's just through Facebook. I don't charge anything. You just share.
So Jen, who is Scarlet J, asks, do you have any abilities or sixth senses? Not sick, six. If I didn't say that right.
I have a lot of sixth senses.
Oh, shoot.
Got it. Too early. All right. I'm very empathic. I can walk into a room and tell who's having a bad day. I hear things like right back here, and I don't know if it's my guides or spirits, but they'll talk to me. I'll feel, and then emotions, and then every once in a while they'll whisper, and that I don't like that. I don't want to hear them.
Yeah.
Once in a while I'll be sleeping and they'll do it, and it will scare me. Scare me awake, and it's like, knock it off. But other than that, no. I would love to do like telekinesis or psychometry, how you feel things and pick up the energy of who had it on last or who held it last. That would be awesome. But no, I can't do that.
Telekinesis would be awesome, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Much easier for housework.
Yes, exactly. Work smarter, not harder.
That's right. Do the whole bewitched thing and wiggle on a nose.
I
Done.
can't wiggle it. Yeah.
No, I can't either.
So, Astaria Sen says, well, Summer, you
Hi,
keep
Summer.
journals on your magic stuff.
I do. I have a book of shadows, or 3 books of shadows. But I use those more as like a correspondence place of resource. Any spells that have worked really well that I want to do again. And then my grimoire is new every year. I usually do at least 1, if not 2, grimoires every year. And that's kind of my magical journal. That's anything that has come to me during meditation, my tarot card pulls, any spells that I'm working on that I'm waiting to see results of. So yeah, I do that a lot.
I would say definitely going forward, because my memory is so crappy, journals are, I mean, I will look through my dream journal of a dream that I just had 6 months ago. I'm like, oh my gosh, when I read it, I can't believe I forgot the entire thing.
Oh, yeah, my
yeah.
memory is horrible too. Yep. And I think that's partly the meds. I've been tested for Alzheimer's, so I know it isn't that.
Oh. Well, for me, what happened was, and I believe this is what happened, about like 8 years ago. I think it was about 8 years ago. I had a bad tooth.
Yeah.
Or actually it was down here, I believe. And we just didn't have the money for me to get it fixed. So I had it for like 3 months and just really, really bad, and one night I was laying and I heard a pop in my head.
Oh, it probably.
And I think it caused like a stroke or something.
Okay.
And ever since then, my like short-term memory is like really crappy.
Oh.
So, let's see. Jen, Scarlett J says, if I could do that, do you know how many times I would fling stuff at people? Absolutely. Yep.
Who needs a goddess 2x4 when you can throw a brick at somebody's head?
Exactly. Or a car. No, I'm just kidding.
Right. Oh my gosh. I could think of a couple people I could do that to, actually.
Yeah. So Summer says that's awesome. A new one every year. She does lots of journaling, but she's also an author. And Opal says the same thing. I journal everything. I'm a writer though. So yeah. So does anybody else have any questions?
Well, thank you guys for all coming to see me and support me. I was really nervous yesterday and this morning.
Well, in all fairness, guys, we were scheduled for January or December for you, right? Or was it January?
Yeah, January 9th.
Okay, yeah, I can't remember for sure. And I had a cancellation because somebody is sick and she just had a sick baby. So I asked Debbie and she's like, yeah, I'll do it. So she jumped in like at the last minute kind of thing. And I love you so much. Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
This was super fun. I love it.
I'm telling you guys, it's a lot of fun just to sit down and just have a chit chat with somebody,
Yes. I'm not
that we can do from our
house. Chat though. I found it hard to read chat and talk at the same time. I can't multitask anymore.
Yeah, it's not easy. I mean, it takes practice. Like I said, when I was telling Debbie earlier, when I felt so bad when I was doing my interview with Dawn, I was trying to be, letting the person speak, but at the same time greeting people as they were coming in, and I didn't want to interrupt. But my typing was so loud, it was obtrusive. I was like, oh my gosh, I apologize to Dawn. I'm like, I'm so sorry. I changed out my keyboard, got a new one, so it wasn't so loud. But it is a learning process. Yeah. So the more and more you do it, you get more used to it. But and these guys are pretty good. It doesn't go super fast, but I can't imagine being in a one word it's like 100 people in
Oh
chat.
my gosh, no.
I'd probably lose my mind.
Right. Yeah, like Kelly from the Truth and Story. Oh my gosh, it's hard for me to follow the chat, and I'm just a watcher. You know, hers rules fast.
We do actually have some more questions here.
Oh, okay.
Marge says, how many altars do you currently have? What is their purpose?
Just one, my moon altar. It's my dedicant altar. It's my working altar. It's like an old like hutch. So it has the shelves on the top and then the cabinets and drawers on the bottom. And I have my altar on the shelf part. So that's it, just one.
Just one.
I'm not a big tchotchke person. I don't have a lot of knickknacks anywhere. Only because I despise dusting. So
Me too. Don't look at my shelves, guys.
Just go and blow on them.
So, Enchanted Jess, I'm sorry. Hi, Enchanted Jess.
Hi.
I didn't see you there, sweetie. She asks, do you have a sacred space out on or near your nature walk?
Oh, yeah, my backyard. I have altars. Oh, yeah, that's right. My outside altars, which aren't set up right now. But I have quarter altars, just small. I use a cement block as the base. So I just have a few things to represent each element in the summertime. But I live in New Hampshire.
I'm in a live.
That's okay. Life, right? Live TV. It's good. So right now we got about a foot of snow out there. So I can't leave anything up out there. But yeah, so it's pretty much all my sacred space.
So Marge also says, asks, who is your favorite witchy YouTuber?
Oh my goodness. There's so many. I subscribe to like 200 people. The bigger channels is like Lady Grave Dancer, which she's not doing anything anymore. Trina, which was Sunshine Morning. Of course, Dee. I watched Dee a lot. Tick, tick, tick. Flora Sage before she went, in business. That's about it. I watch a lot of channels. Palm Tree Witchery. She actually grew up in the town next to me in Marshfield, Mass.
Who did?
Brittany from Palm Tree Witchery.
Yeah. I heard you guys talking about that in one of the other lives.
Yeah, we thrilled a little bit. We were talking about meeting Steve Tyler. We used to run into him all the time in Caldor. When Caldor's, the store was open, he'd go down and just say hi to people and do shopping. And
wow.
Yeah.
So Marge also asks, who is your favorite non-witchy YouTuber?
Oh, Garden Answers. If you guys can watch that channel and you like gardening, she is absolutely awesome. And I don't know her name right now.
Gardening Answers?
Garden Answers.
Garden Answers. Okay.
Yep. She's super cute. And I don't know what her budget for her house and gardening is, but it is absolutely amazing. She has like natural gardens and more formal with the statues and the waterfalls and all that stuff.
Oh, wow.
Oh my gosh. She has my dream yard.
That sounds dreamy.
Yeah.
Definitely. I am not a green thumb. I'm working on it, but I am not a green thumb. So Amber says, hi, all. Hi, Amber. She's, work meeting. Yeah, I understand. Dusting sucks. Yes, it does. I hate dusting.
Yeah.
And in the winter, it's 10 times worse.
Oh, no, yeah.
Brandy is on break. She's just popping in to say hi.
Oh, hi, Brandy.
Hi, Brandy, honey.
Yeah, dusting and ironing. They're my nemesis. I hate those.
And Marge has another question. What is your go-to ritual or cure for a sucky day?
Ooh. I guess if I'm having a sucky day, I like to just make a cup of tea and curl up with a good witchy book.
Right on.
Or watch Netflix. I'm a big Netflix person.
When in doubt, Netflix, right?
Right.
And she also asks, what kind of music do you like?
All sorts. From like Rob Zombie when I was young, Def Leppard, Motley Crue, Aerosmith.
Right
Uh,
on.
the hair bands. Def Leppard, I guess, is my favorite from the 80s. But and I like Nickelback, and I don't care
Mm,
who doesn't like Nickelback.
I love Nickelback.
Oh, you do?
I
I
do.
get made fun of all the time because I like
I
Nickelback.
love his voice.
I know.
I love it.
Yep, yep. So, and then I'll switch to like girly pop kind of music. I love the song "Faith" by George Michaels, and
Yeah.
that's like a blast from the past. Um, and the Celtic, oh, I don't remember what the name is. It's a Celtic singer anyway, and I have that on a separate kind of witchy playlist. Kellyanna, she's an awesome witchy singer. She does a lot up here in New Hampshire too.
Yeah, Marge is asking some awesome questions.
Because
So now Opal asks, what is your favorite witchy book? Do you have a favorite witchy book?
um, I not really anything by Cunningham or when Silver Ravenwolf came out with those to ride a silver broomstick there was like three or four of them. I love those. They're like geared more towards Wicca and like the lighter side of magic, and they were really fun to read. But
That was my first one that I ever read.
was it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's a good book. It's especially good for beginners.
Yeah.
I started out with Gerald Gardner's Big Blue Book. I was the crazy one in high school walking around the halls with the Big Blue Book. But so I wouldn't recommend that as a first, though.
Yeah. I still haven't read it.
It's pretty heavy and not much I practice today. So
Yeah. So, let's see. Nickelback is where I am from, I think. Alberta, Canada. That's what Marge says.
yeah.
And Patsy says, my idol is George. I saw him in 1985.
Oh, yes, that's a nice spot.
Opal says Cunningham is good, which I have Wicca by him. That was the second book I read. Caroline, Mother Earth is what Marge says. So that must be music-wise, I'm thinking.
Yeah, I haven't. Mother Earth. Oh, I'll have to look that up.
Brandy says, same, I like Silver. Solitary Witch was one of my first witchy books when I was out on my own.
Oh, yeah. So. Yeah, that came out like way after I started, but I try to read everything that comes out because you never know what's going to change. At the time, Wicca was such a new religion. Like when I first started practicing, nobody had heard of it. Nobody knew what Wicca was. That was before Hollywood got a hold of it.
Yeah.
And now everybody knows what witchcraft was. But I was just, just wacko.
You were just ahead of your time, okay? That's what it is.
That's what it is.
Let's see. Same Wiccan from him was my first book. That's what Opal says. Enchanted Jess says, I have Cunningham's Wicca in the kitchen, my go-to book. Yeah. Marcia's question. Name something that you have learned about from YouTube.
Oh, more deeply into the tarot for sure. I was always an intuitive reader, only because I couldn't remember the assigned meanings, so I kind of threw it out the window when I first started, and now I'm trying to pull all that in and kind of get a more well-rounded reading.
Yeah.
I learned a lot from YouTube, though. You guys are awesome. Everybody, big channels, small channels, everybody has so much great stuff to share. And that's what makes this community awesome.
I laugh or I snicker because earlier when I was on the phone with Summer, something came up, a conversation. She says, if you're not sure how to do it, look it up on YouTube.
Yep.
That was exactly what she said. And I'm like, yep. I've said that same thing to my husband. If he wants to learn something to do like with the deck or outside or whatever, type in it on YouTube. You'll probably find how to do it there.
That's right. Yeah, that's how my husband fixed the snowblower, was a YouTube video.
Yeah, exactly. My husband the same with the water, what do you call it? The water pressure thing, the water cleaner or whatever it is.
Oh, the filter?
No, it's
No.
I don't remember. He knows the name of it. I don't, but instead of sending it in and it costing us a few $100s, he watched a video and ordered the parts himself, and he learned how to do it on YouTube.
Good for him.
Yeah.
That's awesome. You've got to do those shortcuts with owning a house. It's so expensive.
Okay, so Marge, my goodness, honey.
Marge, I love you.
I do. Name something that you do best, better than everybody. 5 seconds. 5. No, I'm just kidding. I'm putting you on the spot. I'm just kidding.
I don't know. Nothing. Yeah, no.
Bye, Brandy, sweetie. Have a good afternoon, honey.
No, I don't know. I don't do anything best. No. Because I can always think of somebody better at it, or that I consider better. I was going to say writing, but my son's going to college for his master's in English, so I think he would beat me. Yeah.
There you go. Marge says, I'm Snoopy today. LOL. And Summer says, you do you better than everyone else, Miss Debbie.
Good job, Summer. Good answer. See?
Yes.
I should have you here with me. Whisper in my ear.
Yeah, Marge is definitely on the ball. I almost feel like, here's the questions. Now go.
I know.
It's fabulous. She comes up with good ones, definitely.
We should do a quick fire tag, Marge. You should start a quick fire tag. 50 questions that you have to answer.
Yeah, she should start one. Marge is always on the ball. Bit sure if it's been asked yet, or not sure probably, but do you have a favorite season or Sabbath?
Yeah, autumn and Samhain. That's my favorite.
Can you see the chat, honey?
I can, but it's way behind.
Oh, you're okay.
Yeah. Opal, I love you too.
I was going to say, if you can take over just for a couple of minutes, because the questions keep coming in.
Oh.
And there's my mom and my husband's home. He's got to. Can you give me a minute, honey?
Sure.
Can you see the questions if people ask you?
Yeah.
Okay. Give me a minute, guys.
All right. So let me see. Tell a beginner witch a bit of advice. Little bits and pieces. If you have to ask somebody for advice, remember to eat the meat and spit out the bones. Do not take anybody's word for anything. If it doesn't resonate for you, don't include it in your practice. When I was reading Gardner's The Big Blue Book, he does a lot with naked, sky clad and binding, and I was like, oh no, this is not for me. And then when I started practicing with Lori, she said, don't do it. If it's uncomfortable for you, don't do it. And that goes for anything forever in your practice. So that is one lesson I learned from her that I'd like to pass on. Really, kind of analyze how it makes you feel, and see if it's something that's, good for you or not, like using animal parts in your practice or blood magic in your practice. If it doesn't resonate, don't do it. You do you, boo, right? So that would be my number one thing. And you don't have to get all the tools. Pretty shiny things are awesome. I'm a magpie myself. Anything that glitters. In fact, Summer has been putting glitter on her crafts every day. I'm like, yes, glitter. My husband can always tell when I've been using glitter because it's everywhere.
Gotta love that glitter.
You don't need all the tools and stuff. Just use what you can afford. Take your learning slow. There are so many avenues to go down in paganism. You have the Ogum and the runes, crystals, herbalism, astrology. That one I'm never going to master, so I'm not going to try. Oh my gosh, pantheons, and it's never ending. So don't try to learn it all at once. Just take little bits and pieces. And remember, eat the meat, spit out the bones.
I love that expression. I've never heard that before.
I've had a lot of bones to spit out. Yeah. Yeah, I don't do skyclad. I would scare the natives. So no.
Nah, I don't need to go skyclad. Forget that.
No. I do use animals in my magic, like porcupine quills. I'm the crazy lady that has a towel in her car so that if there's a porcupine roadkill, I'll go put the towel over it and you kind of move it back and forth and all the quills come out. And you can use it in protection magic. Yeah.
Wow. You are a wealth of information. I swear.
And, I would never harm an animal, but like brushing the bunny coats, when I used to have bunnies, I would save that fur for like fertility magic and that kind of thing. So I use that. I do blood magic. My son is a type 1 diabetic, the 22-year-old. So he has a pokey thing. So I commandeered one of his pokey things to poke my finger if I have to add blood in somewhere. But
I haven't done that yet, but I have heard that it really, really strengthens whatever you're doing.
Oh, it does.
So,
yeah, definitely. Yeah, I think it speeds the spell up too. They tend to come to fruition faster.
Awesome. I'd definitely try it. No doubt about it. Enchanted Jess asks, do you bury them afterwards?
Sometimes, depending on the spell, if it's a protection magic, then it's usually buried at the corner of my property, usually at the back. We have a very old granite post, and I bury a lot of spells back there. And as they disintegrate, they will come to fruition, which can take months. And then if I'm looking to do something a little faster, I'll burn it and then bury the ashes, and then it's ready to roll. So
I see. Opal says autocorrect hates me. Yep. Me too, honey. It happens to me all the time.
I saw, I guess it's called a meme on Facebook this morning. autocorrect. It is never duck. Never a duck.
Yeah, exactly.
That's so true.
Denise says she really is. I want to pick her brain. Yeah. Any more questions, guys?
I've been practicing a long time with a lot of people. And I've had slumps too. You know, you kind of get in a magic slump and you leave it alone for a month or two and you come back to it. Something will spark that witchiness in you and you'll get back into it. You know, it hasn't been steady by any means. We all get in those ruts. So if you have it one of those times, just wait. If nothing else, Samhain will spark your interest again. Oh, sorry. Wow, that was loud.
You're being dinged. I love the meme that says, I thought Ariana Grande was a font. Opal says that she's in a slump right now.
Oh, yeah, those stink.
Yeah.
Opal, maybe you could do like a meditation or something to see, just kind of, or if you don't meditate, I don't know if you meditate or not, but just kind of sit quietly with a lit candle, maybe some incense, a glass of wine, and kind of see what comes to you. There may be a reason for that, some block that you don't realize consciously.
I kind of look at it like maybe there's something that she should be learning also. Maybe something new that's in the same path, but maybe,
Right.
Maybe something like tarot, or if she's never done tarot before, maybe oracle, or maybe some sort of other divination, or learning about some other kind of pantheon that draws her in or something.
Right, yeah. Yeah, especially if there's a pantheon that you've never worked with before.
Yeah.
I'm learning a ton working on the newsletter for the coven, and I'm redoing my book of shadows. So.
Well, Marge does have another question.
Okay.
She says, what practical skills do you want to obtain in the next few years?
Practical skills. I would love to knit. Is that practical? It's probably not practical. Huh?
No, that's practical. Why wouldn't that be practical?
When my kids were little, I tried to knit, and then they take the needles out and like sword fight with them, and then I'd lose on the stitches. I'd have to rip it all out because I didn't know how to pick up stitches. So I would love to do that now that they're older.
Yes, exactly.
No more sword fighting.
Amber says she loves to knit and crochet. They are super practical.
Oh, good.
Yes. Opal says she meditated the other night. That's good.
Yeah. See what comes in for. I have people.
Yeah, I think they're waiting for their room, I think.
Yeah, it's almost time for me to start dinner. Come say hi. Come say hi. Come here. Come say hi. I'm gonna let you meet Bob. You gotta get down in here. This is Bob.
Oh. Hi, Bob.
Bob's always the one that says hi, Bob.
Hi, Bob.
Hi, Bob. Hi, Bob.
Everyone says hi, Bob.
Bob comes with me to Witchy Palooza. He's my bodyguard and my chauffeur.
Right on. I don't think I could get my husband to do that.
No?
No. Maybe in 10 years. We'll see. Denise says, can you tell us what coven you both were talking about earlier?
My 15-year-old, he's leaving. Oh, God.
He says, yeah, Mom won't let me have my room.
I know. I kicked him out. He's been watching the dogs for me, he and Bob, so they won't bark.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Denise wants to know about the coven.
Oh, it's where I don't know if we have a tradition per se. It's kind of eclectic, pulling from all different areas of paganism. Um, we do ritual not as formal as Wiccans. It's kind of what feels right. And we do. We're going to do a full ritual online over StreamYard, and but it'll be set to private. I'm not sure if anybody in the coven is in the broom closet still. I know the head priestess is not. She hasn't been for a long time, and Rachele isn't. I am definitely not, because the whole town knows I'm a witch. The kids used to get excited because they had the witch bus driver. That would be what was going around town.
You were the cool bus driver.
Absolutely, absolutely. Blast the music. That was me. I miss my kiddos. Yeah.
I want to go 1 year.
Oh, to Witchapalooza? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Good time. Good time. It's so weird too. You think, you're gonna feel uncomfortable meeting everybody in person, and it isn't at all. It's like hugging an old friend, even though you've never been face to face with them. It's absolutely amazing.
The kind of relationships that we build on this format, people will go, that's not like a real friend.
Oh,
Yes, it is, because you know what? We probably talk more with each other through our comments and through our videos than what we do with, regular friends in our lives. We
right.
interact on a daily basis, and it's about deep issues sometimes,
Yeah.
So yeah, real relationships can be formed through this definitely
Absolutely.
platform.
Yeah.
All right, guys. I think we are going to bring this to an end. It's been an hour and a half.
Oh my gosh.
Debbie,
We
thank
did
you
it.
so much, honey. I have
Thank you. This was so
thoroughly
much
enjoyed this.
fun.
Yes.
Now that it's over, I don't know why I was so nervous.
Everybody says that because I stay on with you guys usually for a couple of minutes afterwards, and I talk to you and ask, and every single person has usually said that they were really nervous in the beginning, but afterwards they were like, it was so much easier than what I thought it was going to be,
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
Oh,
so thank you everyone for coming.
Oh, sorry, Rachele.
No, don't be sorry. It's hard when it's this. Yeah. Love you guys. Oh, sorry, Heather. Did Heather just come in? Hi, Heather. I'm sorry. Real
go.
meaning in-person people. LOL. Yeah.
Yeah. I've met so many great friends on here.
Absolutely. All right. Have a good one, everybody.
Love you guys.
Love you very much. Thank you.